Habatus Matthews Maria Van Magen, Archbishop Maurice Muhatia, Lordship Presence, the Right Reverend Joseph Obani, the Bishop of the Catholic Diocese of Kakamega, the Prime Cabinet Secretary, Honorable Musalia Mudavadi, our Deputy Governor, all protocols observed. Na Wakatoliki wote tumsifu Yesu Kristo daima na milele. CWA and strong in faith, good family and good church. Sifa za Bikira Maria. Kwaya tumsifu Yesu Kristo. Asanteni. Allow me to appreciate all of you for finding time to congregate here to witness the most momentous achievements by one of our spiritual fathers, Bishop Emeritus Philip Sulumeti, as he marks 50 years of his spiritual nourishment, especially when it's within our great count of Kakamega. We don't take it for granted. These are blessings that are indeed endowed to us, and we do appreciate and thank God for this special gift. On behalf of the county government of Kakamega and the people of Kakamega, I am delighted to host and be part of this very memorable occasion in the history of the Catholic Church in Kenya, as we celebrate a Christian icon, the Right Reverend Bishop Philip Sulumeti, on his Episcopal Golden Jubilee. Ladies and gentlemen, I take this opportunity to welcome you all to Kakamega County, the Green Jewel, the most peaceful home, well known to Bishop Sulumeti, the county's grandpa of over 80% of Catholic bishops and Catholic priests in the Diocese of Kakamega. Most Kenyan clergy and other spiritual leaders who dedicated their lives to the godly work of selfless service to the people and development of the entire ecosystem. The name Bishop Sulumeti brings with it many good memories of a champion in academia who contributed immensely to the establishment of learning institutions, especially in the Western region, most of which you all know record outstanding performance nationally. Bishop Sulumeti sponsored many young people to fulfill their lifetime dreams through education. He initiated and ensured construction and operationalization of nursery schools, primary schools, secondary schools, including Bukhungu Girls, Eregi Teachers College, and many polytechnics. Under his able leadership, the Catholic Church built Mumias School for the deaf and many primary schools for the physically handicapped. His love for education and empowerment of the girl child made him sell his gift of a Mercedes-Benz from Germany and purchase lands and construct the famous Bishop Sulumeti Girls Secondary Schools in Kakamega town. Today, Kakamega County prides in one of the many first alumni of Bishop Sulumeti Girls School, Sister Professor Agnes Lucilando, who is a Director of Research at Desa University. To continue promoting these achievements in the education sector by Bishop Sulumeti as enshrined in my manifesto For the people of Kakamega, we will construct and equip childhood education centers and county polytechnics and establish centers for excellency for ECD and the county polytechnics. I will also sustain the allocation of categorized bursaries to serving students and ensure empowerment of more teaching staff in our learning and training institutions. Ladies and gentlemen, Bishop Sulumeti has contributed a lot to the general development of our people by initiating the establishment of missionary health facilities in the region, including the School of Nursing at St. Elizabeth Bukhungu Hospital and a clinical school of medicine at St. Mary's Hospital Mumias. All dispensaries in the Catholic parishes, including Chimoy Dispensary, are run by the Tabaka Sisters. Chekalini Dispensary under the Sacred Heart of Sisters, among others, exist courtesy of Bishop Sulumeti's efforts. To this end, my government will support both private and faith-based hospitals in the county and collaborate with the national government for the completion and operationalization of the mega Kakamega County Teaching and Referral Hospital, which is level 6, to ensure access and provision of quality medical services to all. On matters environment, Bishop Sulumeti contributed immensely to tree planting and protection of the Kakamega Forest, the golf course at Kakamega Sports Club, and ensured construction of St. Agnes Mukulusu Parish and St. Philip's Mukomari to help sensitize residents on forest protection in order to have spiritual and academic gains. My administration encourages the culture of tree growing, not tree planting, among the current generation to aid the country achieve the goal of increasing and maintaining the national tree cover to at least 10% in this financial year. Supported by the Constitution 2010, the Forest Act 2016, and the National Climate Change Response Strategy. Kakamega County has already initiated the process of fencing the 117 kilometers and restoration of the degraded landscape of our pride, the Kakamega Forest, the only existing tropical rainforest in Kenya. This initiative has received the support of UNDP agenda on conservation of forests worldwide. My administration undertook the initiative to make part facilitation to have this goal achieved. These and many more efforts are all geared towards addressing the effects of climate change, like drought and hunger, that not only affects our county, but also have negative social and economic impact to the nation and the entire world. These are among the many passionate transformative areas that were of great focus where our spiritual leader, Bishop Sulumeti, initiated. Ladies and gentlemen, Kakamega County will, in the next 5 years, be the key destination for Kenya and to benchmark and hygiene and good leadership and management initiatives speak to the hearts of Bishop Sulumeti as he valued and practiced service to God's children. It is also worth noting that Bishop Sulumeti is one of the best canon lawyers in Kenya, with vast knowledge on constitutional law. His involvement and contribution came handy during the 2010 constitution-making process, having served as the chairperson of the first committee on the constitutional review. And this is an assignment that he did together with our former deputy presidential candidate, Martha Karua, who is with us here. the county government of Kakamega recognized and awarded Bishop Sulumeti the prestigious honor of Elder in the class of Chief of the Order of the Resilient Shield for his outstanding contribution to Kakamega County spiritually and in matters education and healthcare. Last but not least, our esteemed institution of higher learning, Masinde Muliro University of Science and Technology, will forever be indebted to Bishop Emeritus Philip Sulumeti for fighting tirelessly for its establishment in Kakamega County. To ensure the holistic formation of the institution of higher learning and its neighboring, Bishop Sulumeti, a pioneer member of most senates, initiated and ensured the establishment of the university's chaplain. This initiative mirrors my agenda for the first county chaplain for Kakamega County and establishing the annual county interdenominational prayer breakfast to help nourish our souls as we endeavor to deliver quality services to the people of Kakamega. Papa Sulumeti, as we thank you, God, today for the 50 years of your spiritual achievements and the general transformation of our society, it is our sincere hope and prayer that this Episcopal Golden Jubilee celebration will be a springboard to your Platinum celebration. May the Almighty God grant you good health, strength, and many years to continue serving His people through intercession and counsel. Congratulations, Bishop Emeritus Sulumeti, for that achievement. With those many remarks, I want to thank you and God bless you. It is now my singular honor and pleasure to invite our Prime Cabinet Secretary, Honorable Musalia Mudavadi, to address the congregation. Karibu sana.
Your Excellency, the Archbishop, Your Lordships, the bishops who are here present, Philip Sulumeti, priests, sisters, Excellency the Governor Barasa, and also his deputy, Honorable Savula, and all the other leaders here, Senator Dr. Boni Kalwale, and indeed the members of parliament who are mentioned, and also for the sake of just acknowledging that we also have Honorable Mboko Milemba, Honorable Siloya, Honorable Beatrice Adagala, Honorable Fred Ikana, and indeed Cleophas Malala. I'm here for a very solemn but beautiful occasion. A few days ago, the host bishop, Sulumeti, called me service, and indeed, can you also convey this message to His Excellency? I have to say, on a personal basis, ability, the great tributes from His Excellency the President to Bishop Sulumeti on this momentous occasion. He would have liked to be here personally, but he had to make a trip to another part of the country. Sulumeti is also a personal friend. In some great moments of serious tribulations, Bishop Sulumeti, there were heavy challenges ahead of them. He acknowledged that with nostalgia, with appreciation, and with a lot of respect for the bishop. So, as we will retreat, I want to acknowledge that he did give me a letter and a gift, which I will pass over to the bishop at the end of this. Speak up a few of the words that Archbishop Maurice Mutaha talked about. As he was talking about the man in his village, I wondered whether he was talking about me. Because there are many of us who fit that bill. Bishop Sulumeti has been a household name, is a household name in this country and in the area of religion. He is a powerful figure who has stood like a colossus in making sure that we follow the right path. His contributions, as enumerated by the governor and other speakers, I need not repeat. But one thing stands out, that if illiteracy has been fought in this county and in this region, Bishop Sulumeti has been on the front line. If disease has been fought, Bishop Sulumeti has been on the front line. And if traversities of justice have been fought, Bishop Sulumeti has been on the front. Bishop Sulumeti has extended his goodwill beyond the Catholic realm. I can personally testify that as a Quaker, we have partnered with Bishop Sulumeti, and together we were able to set up what is called the Sabatia Hope Center, a hospital. I provided the land and some resources for construction, and through the bishop, we were able to get the nurses and the medical staff who continue to treat and serve people. Quakers and Catholics coming together for common good. At a very personal level, when I was about to tie the knot with my wife Tessie, who is a Catholic and who has also extended her best wishes, we got the blessings from Bishop Sulumeti at Bukhungu. We walked into his chambers with my late father-in-law and the girl who is now my wife and mother of my children. And Bishop Sulumeti gave us the blessings and approval that you can go ahead and tie the knot. However, there was something that almost threw me off balance. I'm not very well schooled in matters of the Catholics and so forth, but one thing that the bishop did when we went to his chamber, he offered me a beer. And I looked at him and I said, my God, is the bishop trying to trap me or something? I have never, I don't understand this. What do I do? And he said, no, just have it. Of course, I shied away. I didn't have it because I was completely baffled. Later to learn that it was in good faith. And I think what he was saying is that if indeed there are those who partake to it, take it in small doses and in reasonable measure so that you don't lose your senses. So I stand here on that note to really say thank you and to say that this is a great occasion, a momentous occasion, and for those who are listening, I want to assure you that we have heard what you have said. The elections are over. Bishop Mairuro is right. Let us hold hands together. Let us walk together. Let us serve the people of Kenya together and put behind us the political intrigues that come before an election. We have a common destiny to serve the people of Kenya. We have a common destiny to revive the economy of this country, and we can work together. So on behalf of the government, I want to assure you that that is going to be our objective. I want to assure the governor of Kakamega that we shall work together with his team so that we can give service to the people in this region. Let us all be a united nation, a united people, so that we can help those who need help most urgently as we go forward. God bless Bishop Sulumeti. God bless the church. God bless Kenya. And let us move forward. And Martha, thank you for coming on this momentous occasion. It is indeed honorable that you are here with us. Asanteni sana. Mungu awabariki nyinyi nyote. Asante.
Thank you very much, Honorable Musalia Mudavadi, for your kind messages. Allow me now to invite His Excellency the Nuncio to say his word. Welcome.
My Lord Bishop, Bishop Ubanyi, the Bishop of this Diocese of Kakamega, and then of course our jubilant bishops, Emeritus Bishop Philip Sulumeti, the Archbishop of the UK, Bishop Maurice Mahatia Makumba, the other bishops here present, Reverend Fathers, Reverend brothers and sisters, representatives of other authorities of the civil authority, and of course representatives also of the political parties. My dear brothers in Christ, tumsifu Yesu Kristo, Mungu ni mwema, akila makati. Now, in the booklet that you have, there is a copy of the letter that the Pope wrote to His Excellency Bishop Sulumeti, and at the end of my speech we will read that again. But first, a very few words about my good friend and, in a sense, father, Emeritus Bishop Sulumeti. You know, it's more or less 3 years that I'm in the country. I arrived in May 2019, and I had seen that name on paper, but I had never met him in reality. And I think it was after the first wave of COVID in 2020 that I met him here in Kakamega. And I still remember it went like this, that he said, "Now, Your Excellency, when I see you and when I hear you, I have to think of Van Dongen, the missionary. You speak like him, and you talk like him, and you walk like him." And that was the beginning of our friendship. Each and every time again I meet him, it is as if a history book opens. And he starts to speak about his memories as a young boy, as a man, as a young priest, a seminarian. He is like a living memory of the institution of what a church in Kenya is all about. And in fact, I think it was Bishop Ubanyi who once said we should put a priest next to him with a notebook who will write down everything he says, because there's so much history in that man, so much knowledge, not only about the church, mind you, but also about Kenya, about a church and also about a Kenya of long ago that we cannot even imagine anymore today. He knows about it. He is a living history of what this country and church is all about. Also, what I like a lot about him is, and it was mentioned before, and I like the way Bishop Markadima put it, fatherly care and fatherly discipline, how to put these two things together. Because Bishop Sulimeti is a canon lawyer, like a number of us here are canon lawyers. And what I liked about him, that he has always tried to apply the law. He has always tried to be objective, not about his own opinion, but about what the church teaches and what the church desires. That was the first and only objective of Bishop Philip Sumeti. And that is also what I appreciate very much, this thing about that it's not about me, it's not about my person, it's about the church, it's about the people, it's about the nation, and we are all at service of that. Even him being here today and being now, so to say, out of office since 2014 is the same witness to that service. I know of Bishop Obanyi that since Bishop Obanyi came into the diocese, Bishop Sulimeti never tried to intervene, never tried to manage something in the background. He retreated, respecting the new bishop coming in. And that can only be if you're very well aware of your service, your identity of service to the church and to the country. So Bishop Sulimeti, thank you once again very much for that great witness to all of us. And with that, let us come to the letter that the Holy Father wrote to Bishop Sulimeti. We will first read it in Latin, and I know you all understand that, so there's no problem. And then afterwards, for the very few that do not understand, we will still do it in English. You find it, by the way, on page 3. Venerabili fratri Filippo Sulimeti, Episcopo Emerito Cacomoguensi. Aureum Episcopalis Ordinationis Jubileum Celebranti, Diotinam navitatem diligente et exercitam fraterna nostre caritatis et grati animi officis gratulamur, et studiosam evangelica veritatis gentibus nunciande sollicitudinem, qua assidue sapientique ministerio pro Christo eiusque ecclesiae bono in isus et populum Dei verbo et exemplo est comitatus mysteriorum redemptionis dispensator evangelique fidelis preco. Quidum optima quaeque ominamur benedictionem ei eiusque propinquis libenter impertimur preces pro nostro ministerio Petrino expostulantes. Datum Rome, Laterani, Dei secundum mensis Augusti, anno bismillesimo vicentesimo secundo. Francisco is written down there, you can't read it, but that's Francis. And then now in English. To our venerable brother, Emeritus Philip Sulimeti. On the occasion of the Golden Jubilee of your episcopal ordination, we congratulate you for a long-lasting service, which you diligently carried out, meriting our fraternal love and gratitude. We also congratulate you for a zealous effort to study and preach the gospel truth to the people. Equally, we congratulate you for being untiring and wise in the ministry for the good of Christ and of the Church. Congratulations, too, for having journeyed with the people of God in word and example, dispensing the mysteries of redemption as a faithful announcer of the gospel. While we wish you every blessing, we bless you and your loved ones and request that you pray for our papal ministry. issued in Rome at the Lateran on the second day of the month of August, 2022, Pope Francis. Santa Sana.
And now to close for us this session, permit me to invite our chief guest, Bishop Philip Solometi, to greet the congregation and say a word. Your Lordship, welcome.
Your Excellency, the Apostolic Nuncio of Kenya and South Sudan, first I want to thank you for being the main celebrant in the celebration of our Holy Mass today. My dear bishops, who are here, and Bakulundu, and my friend, the Prime Minister. Is that the title these days? And the Governor, Barasa, we thank you for allowing us to use this holy ground. This is where I was lying when I was being consecrated the bishop. And again, when my successor also came, we all also were on this ground. So I thank the Son for allowing us to use this holy place for this celebration. And all the MPs and the members of Parliament and the women's rep and our mama Mirembe Bosi. Wasa kudu Mirembe. Yeah, that's all. I want to thank
our special guest of the day, Bishop Emeritus, Bishop Solometi, Apostolic Pronuncio, bishops present, the clergy, the governor and his deputy, the prime cabinet secretary, waheshimiwa wote na wananchi waheshimiwa, hamjambo. God is good and all the time. Watu wote Mirembe, muriega. Yangu ni moja tu, kumshukuru Bishop Solometi kwa ile kazi amefanyia wa Kenya miaka yake yote na kudhibitisha ya kwamba alituendesha vyema akiwa chairman wa drafting committee ya katiba ya Kenya. Na mnakumbuka tulikuwa na utofauti wa vyama vingi wa KANU na vyama vya upinzani, lakini akatuunganisha na tukatomboa kufanya sheria ambayo ilikuwa ni mwanzo msingi wa katiba mpya. Na hakuchoka, aliendelea na hizo shughuli za katiba mpaka 2010 when we got the new constitution. Kwa hivyo, he is not just a man of faith, he is also a leader who can put people together. Thank you, Bishop Sulumeti. Today we are enjoying democratic space, courtesy of that constitution. With your permission, just one more word. The way to honor him is to safeguard the gains in that constitution. We must have unity in diversity, not unity in a single party. And therefore, Governor Barasa, yes, cooperate, because you need the national government. The national government also needs you to reach the people of Kakamega. Cooperate from a position of strength, knowing hawa wananchi ndio wamekuchagua, ndio wamechagua kila mtu Kenya. Kwa hivyo tufanye kazi pamoja tukiheshimiana na kila mtu akisimama mahali pake. Asanteni na Mungu awabariki sana.